Let's start the meeting. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, we have a second. We just got, Sean, we've never met. I'm
Sure.
Tom Bombardier. And, I've been blessed to be the chairman for the last few years. And, guess that's all you need to know. That's it.
How is it possible that you've never met Sean?
I know. Well, it's probably on me.
It's both 50 feet from yours.
Oh, it is?
Well, I only use it on the weekends mostly, so it's a little tough, and you know the tides are, so it's not every time.
Okay. What, so you're on the B dock?
No, so I'm in the river. I think it's 21 maybe as the marker, but it's a sailfish 218, and I had a 18-foot sea craft before that up the river, and then I also had a McGregor 21 sailboat initially when I first moved to town. Also.
Okay. Oh, probably waves going out the river then.
Yeah.
That's the Nicole Bouchard.
Like the teal.
Oh, okay.
Console.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it now. Yep.
Yeah, right in the center there, conveniently avoiding the birds except for one day the whole season. So
It only takes one day to get them messy down there.
that's for sure.
We had a harbor master with a gun, with an air horn. So rumor has it you're interested in our little committee here.
Yeah, so I've lived in town a while. I'm an attorney with an office in Duxbury in Boston, and do a lot of community-based things and sit on a bunch of boards and things. And I think the number one resource the town has is the waterfront, and I love it. And sailing my whole life, taught sailing at Hingham Maritime growing up. And when I moved to Kingston, I was lucky enough to get on a mooring right away because they just added all the slips. And I was like, this is amazing here. So I love the water, and, know you guys have been doing great things, especially with the recent, whole renovation down there. I guess there's some more work to do. I was talking to Jared. I was like, what could we possibly need to do? But I guess there's the idea of maybe raising some things. So just with my past board experience, I want to do some more local work in town here in Kingston. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to check it out and see if I can contribute.
Awesome. Besides Jared and myself, on the phone, driving a tugboat or a ship right now is Matt Webble, and he's on his way through the canal, to the canal, and he lives on Jones River.
Very cool.
He commutes back and forth to New York, probably about a month at a time, Matt?
Yeah, I thought that was a background, not a real image here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's a live shot. That's Matt at work.
I can switch the camera back here for a second so I introduce myself.
There he is.
How you doing?
Hey, good, thanks. How are you doing?
Good.
Did you know?
Tell us of your job. I'm sure there's downsides, but
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty fun.
And we have one other member, Mike Ellis. You may know him. He's pretty much right where your boat is, going toward the Nook.
Nice.
So, yeah. So
we might have run into each other. There's a lot of hellos and pleasantries down there, but I haven't chatted with too many people.
Yeah. And Mike's been around. He's been on the committee as long as I have.
Nice.
But he is a software salesman, I believe he does, for healthcare for Meditech. So his territory is the Northwest Passage. I think he has Oregon, Washington, and Alaska.
Oh, geez.
So he's out there a lot, and he's traveling this week. So he makes as many meetings as he can, but
understood.
Yeah. So this time he can't make it in. So basically we have a kind of a short agenda, but we're gonna kind of we have a couple of new things that I'm gonna go over tonight, and it's actually a kickoff to what you just said is phase 2 of the ADINA. So we got to go through that tonight as well. So I guess first we'll just do the prior minutes. I didn't see any changes except for one question was time at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock on Saturday.
7.
7, that's what I thought. Got it. Matt, I don't know if you got to go through them or you're not on Wi-Fi. You gotta be on Wi-Fi because here you are.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go through them yet, but sure they're fine.
Yeah. All right. So just with that one change, I'm gonna make a motion to accept the minutes from September. We have a second. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So it'll be 3-0. That's it. We don't have any, we tried to get a community input. There's actually somebody on the call last time who lives on the river. He was just checking in to see what we do, kind of hear about the community that he moved into. But he's the only one that's really dialed in for quite a while. So nobody else is on the phone right now. We got to try to keep I got to keep the meeting on Tuesdays. I think this has worked out pretty well for me anyway, as far as getting everything posted on time, as opposed to Mondays. I kind of like the Tuesdays, and we'll keep it the second week of the month. Matt, how's that sound?
Yeah, that's fine. I have another meeting that's the third Tuesdays of the month. So that
Okay.
should be fine.
Okay. And Sean, how does that work for you?
Currently my daughters have a lacrosse commitment, so I could definitely attend because I will be in the car, like transport them back from Union Point to Kingston. So I can attend by Zoom. And if that, I mean, I prefer to be in person. I'm an in-person person. Like I love the in-person meetings, but you know, that's going to end eventually. And I think I should be able to make more in-person stuff, but I definitely am available during that time. Don't have work or anything like that. So.
Cool. As far as I know, there's a small process that you have to do. I think you have to fill out a one-page application.
Yeah.
First name, last name, address, phone number, and your interest of the waterfront. Go to the selectmen's meeting, office, sign it, drop it off. We'll
Okay.
make a recommendation that you join or you were in favor of it. And I think the selectmen just vote based on our recommendation.
Understood. And I know that when you're dealing with a committee, we don't know each other. So if you wanted to meet up, talk, get together some other way outside of this meeting, I'd be happy to do that.
Okay.
Just from different boards I've been on, like it's usually a good idea. I think I'm great, but you don't know that yet. All those things.
Jared?
It's just important that I think you assess me as a potential candidate here. So I'm happy to meet up or a phone call, whatever's easy for you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that there might be an opening here that I can help out with. So I'm very interested there, but I'd love
I work from home, so I'm always available.
All right, sounds good.
To do whatever, so
Okay.
that worked. Good. Before we get into the Meet Harbor Master report. Docks out Saturday at 7.
Docks out Saturday at 7. Everybody got their boats out except for 2 kayaks and a dinghy. Can't figure out who owns those.
Kayak's mine. The yellow one.
Oh, the yellow one's yours?
Sorry.
You're on the slip.
I was across the river.
Yeah, you know whose red one that is?
No.
You know whose inflatable it is?
No, it's nice inflatable.
It is, and I'm thinking of doing the same thing Duxbury does.
Town of Kingston.
Open it up, they put them all up for free.
Auction it up.
Yeah. They just take them and throw them in a pile and, obviously not right away, but come January 1st and they say, anybody wants them, they're there, go get them. 'Cause
One thing I'd
not
be
storing.
looking to help with is maybe add some communication for people that are current, mooring holders or slip holders. Even just like an email list, like it's a good example of something you could easily do to have everyone's information. So it's like, hey, whose is this? Come get it. That sort of thing might make time your job a lot easier too. Then again, these listservs can be something where people, run with it a little too much. So there's pros and cons to the communication thing, but maybe you already have all that info, but it'd be great, I think, to have some sort of a community forum sort of ability to even just like other areas will be like, oh, I'm selling this boat, and they'll post something, sure, down at the place paper, but they'll just send it out over a listserv or something too. So there might be some opportunity for more understanding of who your neighbors are, out there.
We have a website and we have all that stuff, but nobody seems to pay any attention to it.
I didn't know you had a
And
website.
rules and regulations that nobody seems to pay any attention to and all that stuff. There comes a time that I just go, you know what? I'm done
Yeah.
these.
Well, it wouldn't be your job, it could be, yeah, I hear you. I'm just thinking, I think it's a well-run place for sure. It wasn't a criticism. It was more just, hey, this could be a good thing, just a listserv, even just to email everybody.
Well, Aideen usually,
I don't think I've
Takes
ever
care
gotten email communication unless there's something we're like talking about. Maybe I'm not on the right list or something. I know that the website stays up to date, like on the town website, and of course the postage down at the spot is great on River Street. Like, hey, we're doing this day, but maybe I'm just out of the loop for some reason.
maybe.
Is that inflatable, just, no one claims it's inflatable, could we use another like
Yeah,
town tender for people to use?
everybody in Clinton, everybody always says it's theirs in the spring. And I'm supposed to babysit them all winter, and then when they're not there in the spring, everybody wants to know where their stuff went.
Yeah.
And I'm
Mhm.
done.
Yeah,
So
Done
the
tying them up.
has an MS number on it, right? So isn't it searchable?
No, nothing there's no MS numbers on anything that. It doesn't have a motor on it, kayaks and stuff. don't.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're supposed to have a sticker on it, town sticker, and half the time they don't put them on.
or pay for it.
Yeah,
More importantly to
Yeah.
us. Yeah, communication. We'll work on that. Like I said, I didn't even know there was a website. But
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm gonna jump over the grant for now for one quick thing. And we do have one article on the town meeting in the fall. It's kind of an important one. On October 3rd, the engine on the Parker went kaputs. And has to get replaced. So just under the gun, we gotta put that, or it is on the warrant for the fall town meeting, which is next week. The 28th, so 2 weeks from tonight. To replace that engine, approximate cost of 32,000. I don't know if you get anything more firm, or we'll just try to firm that up at town meeting.
we
And
just give back whatever we don't.
just put it
Yeah,
back.
Put it back in, so.
So it's on the article, it's on the warrant for 32,000. And that way, with the town meeting in the fall, it'll be ready to go in the spring, as opposed to waiting for spring, which is in May. You don't get the job done until June, so
Right.
we were able to push that up. Brian pushed it through. It's on the-
And the money comes out of waterways money.
right, just kidding. The town doesn't,
Yeah, it's.
not town money. So I'm gonna jump, what's
Are
that?
you presenting it?
Yep, you in favor?
No.
No,
But it's important to say that it makes no difference to the taxpayers.
that's right.
Yeah,
People vote against it.
The last one I presented, it was, I forget what the article was for. Waterways money comes out of
Yeah,
the waterways fund, blah, blah, blah. Everybody in the place except for one person voted for it.
There's always one.
I'm like, who is this person?
yeah.
Yeah.
You bundle them.
Yeah,
Half the time they bundle them already.
right, yeah, that wasn't bundled.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so Sean and Matt, I know you don't know this. Tom and Jerry do. Last week, the Hillary administration released the coastal communities coastal zone management funding, and Kingston was on there for a grant for $166,632 to do phase two. Yeah, not to do phase two, to take a look at phase two, what we need down there, in changing or upgrading the wharf, the parking area, so it covers the whole town land. And, taking the harbor master office off of the stilts, replacing the stilts and jacking that up as well. So if we take if you eyeball it, the parking lot, we're gonna make it flat for the wharf, so that's gonna go up, let's call it 2 feet, 2.5 feet. And that'll be level all the way over to where it's dirt now. And make that concrete or whatever we have to do at that point. And the harbor master office will go up accordingly, 2 or 3 more feet in height. So with the king tides last week, the water came all the way up to the top of the seawall there, came to the top of the wharf. I didn't see it any over it, but there are times that on the king tides with the surge, it'll go to the top of the pilings. Part of the grant money, we'll take a look at the wharf, which is only, I think, 11 years old. The pilings on silts or whatever, make sure it's structurally sound so that we can put the additional weight on top of the wharf and make it all flat. That's our ultimate goal. To do that, we have to get permitting done. So it's going to be a process. We are obviously right at square one. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, I got an email from, well, one from Val to hold the time, and then the other one from coastal zone meeting, coastal zone management. And we're gonna kick off this whole process, and there's gonna be somebody on there from coastal zone, a couple people from the Woods Hole group, myself, Matt Pinella, Val, and Brian Holmes is invited. I don't know if we're gonna just start with that small group and try to figure out who else to add. Obviously, the most important one for me to include is Tom. So we'll have Tom included in that group as well. If I remember from my notes, and I did dig them out from Erin in the spring when she presented everything, that they wanted to have a work group, which would include conservation, the Woods Hole group. She said something about the oyster farmers, and we have enough oyster farmers right here in our group to talk about the needs of the down there. I don't know if the police and fire department will be included, the planning board. So I'll find out a lot more next Tuesday at that meeting, and we'll keep everybody posted on what coastal zone is looking for. One thing she did say, there will be informings of the need to reverse the scope. I have no idea what that means. So I don't know if it's the scope of the project, scope of the work that needs to get done. I have no idea, but they want to revise the scope of the grant. So we'll find out more next Tuesday.
Well, they only gonna get 160,000.
166,632.
And the last time they needed 320.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut something there.
So, yeah. So I have no idea what that means. Hopefully we can do it within the confines of the grant. And see what else.
But this grant doesn't cover any construction, right?
No construction.
Okay.
This is just for everything structurally sound. We can do that. If they had talked about moving the harbor master office back, which just is crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's in the back of the parking lot where you can't see the safety issue. So, you know, I will find out more on Tuesday. So stay tuned on that. So, but the good news is we have money. And things will start moving forward. Sean, like I said, what more can be done? We have a lot more to get done. And you're coming in right at the very beginning of it. Except for the grant, but at least you're coming in with money in your pocket. So it's a good way to start. That's all I know right now. I will know a lot more on Tuesday. And, Sean, I'll get your email address too, so that you get in the loop, when you get up and running there, so. More to come. But it's good news, we can work on this stuff during the winter. And they also said something about a site visit. I don't know if it's coming up soon or whenever, but obviously they have to take a look. When they had the original or the first meeting, it was all by Zoom and they had Google Maps. What's that?
That's one of the first one on area.
Yeah. Where was I going? Lost my train of thought.
Site visit.
Site visit, yeah, so there, I had a meeting with coastal zone, people from planning board, conservation. And they just said, you know, best place for the harbor master office is in the back because the topography is 5 feet higher, but if you actually come down there and look, it's flat, you know, so that's what they need to see and what we need to do. I mean, if it's flat, let's just go up where we're at, but hopefully.
What about adding some height to it? I know that if I think of most harbor master offices, there's some elevation to them for visibility purposes.
Again, yeah, good question. So if you stand on the wharf and you follow that, the parking lot, the new parking lot with your eyes straight over, that almost goes just under where the deck is of the harbor master office.
Yeah,
So
I'm saying
we're
if they
gonna-
make this move back, maybe we can ask to go up or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Not
yeah,
make
so-
like a tom turret or something like crazy, but just something that is, you know, high, even higher, you know, so it's like a
Yeah.
vantage point.
Yeah, so if we're going up to call it 2 feet, well, the harbor master office will go up 2 or 3 feet as well, so.
Okay.
That's the goal, because we're trying to beat sea level rise, which is the big thing down there. So.
Sure.
At least I can get my lifetime out of it. And the selfish, I know. But that's all I have for tonight. Any other questions? I will let you guys know what I find out on Tuesday. You know, if we need to put a work group together or whatever, we'll see who's interested or what the parameters of the whole grant are. They haven't really released much information except for Kingston got the grant and the dollar amount. And it is for the wharf, the parking lot and the building, make sure everything is structurally sound to do phase 3. Well, the second part of phase 2 is the actual construction. Cool stuff to come,
All new
I hope.
motors,
What's that?
all new motors, all new docks,
Yeah,
new parking lots.
And we're doing the dock that we just did all the docks, and I forgot one. We're gonna replace that this year, and then the rack next year.
yeah. We hope.
We hope.
So we actually, Sean, we kind of came up with this 5-year plan about a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago. And we just
Nice.
kind of pecking away at that list. Yeah,
Love that.
the new docks were important. We got those done. We got the ramp done. The parking lot was a bonus. Because we had extra money from the state. And we're just trying to peck away and make it the best asset in town. It
It's
is.
getting there. It looks great down there.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever brought up a dinghy dock at an angle where you could like pull the dinghy up out of the water? So that there's not just like the growth that happens for the various things down there. You know, like a lot of other places have this sort of thing where it's like slanted. It'd basically be an extension of the current dock and allow dry docking of dinghies just by pulling them up on the ramp there.
I've never heard of it.
Never.
No.
Maybe I'll show some examples. It just would be a cool additional feature. Wouldn't be too much extra in cost. Could be helpful. I know I'm scraping barnacles off the dinghy I have down there this week.
Yeah, you
So
may just
thanks for the
scrape it
help
well.
lifting up the up under the boat. But
Yeah.
Welcome to voting.
Yeah.
if it's
Each,
too fancy
each
for
site-
y'all, we don't have to do it. I just was curious if
No, it's a good idea. We're looking for ideas. Right now, each section of dock that we're replacing is about $11,500 to $12,000. So it's expensive to keep the barnacles off the bottom.
Fair. Is this aluminum we're talking about, the aluminum portions or?
Yeah, the aluminum, yeah,
Got it. Yeah, everything else seems like wood and it's basically just at an angle and you drag it up onto it and it's.
yeah. Yeah. But we can put that on the agenda,
No, it's okay. I just was
on the
curious.
plan.
But it's those sort of improvement things that the 5-year plan addresses, right? Like just this idea of how we can make it better. Is that the idea?
Yeah, exactly. Like we even talked about trying to put pilings in off of the main dock just to really stabilize that. We haven't talked about that for a while because we get all the other pieces and expenses going, so.
Understood.
But it's on there. Maybe.
I mean, could we add that to this coastal scope? I mean, if they're doing all the work and permitting. And potentially putting in pylons for the harbor master shack.
I don't think you need permitting for the pilings.
Wow.
They did them in Situate without a permit.
It's just existing, so I obviously guess, yeah,
Yeah,
but they would hold the whole dock, right? No work needed. Essentially.
The mains,
it's the main,
yeah,
if we could do it.
getting them down in the ground, is the tough part.
Yeah. So. I talked to Dennis and he said, yeah, I don't think it's a problem. The ledge is further out in the river. I could be wrong. He said he walked down at one time. It was like a dead low tide and he just walked down with the ledge.
I talked to the guy that did Mulligan's Landing, he had a nightmare of a time.
Is that right?
They didn't put that many in.
Interesting.
He actually said that before you even really get into it, you're better off doing a pilot.
Yeah,
Try one, it's just to see if you can even do it.
well,
Oh, no, they made out of that new house behind my boat. They put those pylons in, right? In the house.
closer to shore.
Which
You know, right
one's
behind
that?
my boat, that new house, that nice new house,
Oh, Johnson's there?
must be.
Yeah,
They put, yeah,
I think
he
they have.
did.
it's a couple, yeah.
Yeah.
Just up top, I think.
But again, it doesn't be as strong as we would need it to be.
Yeah, we want to be in the river.
Yeah, because you're gonna be out in the river.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, anybody else have anything? Hey, Matt, you're in a no wake zone, you know?
Yeah, right.
What's the cargo on that? Is that like containers or gas or what is that?
No, this is gasoline mostly and some ethanol.
Gotcha. Very cool. I put my email in the chat. Jared also has
Okay.
it.
All right. We're
Happy
hoping
to
that.
connect on next steps, but out loud, it's just Hagan, Hagan at lhhlegal.com. So L and then 2 H's, legal.com.
Okay, cool.
Next meeting is Veterans Day. I'm fine to come. I don't know if everyone else is, but the building's probably locked.
Yeah, we'll be locked and I'm gonna be in London.
You could zoom in though.
I can. I'll have a funny accent too.
And we could do the whole thing by video. But you're.
I'm assuming you're going on vacation, you don't want to do it.
Move next month? I'm assuming it's important with the coastal zone.
Yeah, what's the week after the 18th, I'm coming home. I come home the 18th,
When do you leave?
the 11th.
This is November, right?
Yeah,
Or we can schedule them. As long as we don't have conversation email, you can send updates, I believe. We just can't have back and forth. And then we just have to schedule, we'll schedule one if we really need one. It's up to you.
yeah, I guess. I guess we can just do it through email. Just to give you guys updates on what's going on. What's the week before that?
The third.
November 3rd?
Yeah.
I'll be the 4th, because they're doing Tuesday.
Do that as well.
Yeah, we could do Tuesday. We'll try for November 4th. And then that way, we kind of have a schedule for now. And I can give you a live update of what's going on with CZM. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, because the next 2 Tuesdays, I'll be gone. All right,
And we'll make a motion to adjourn.
and I will second that motion. All in favor? Matt?
Aye.
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 Aye. 3-0.